Hey everyone, it's me. Welcome back to Sobriety for Beginners because I know that I am. I'm just a beginner in all this. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I hope everyone got to enjoy a 3-day weekend like I did. Fortunately enough, Friday we got to celebrate, was an observation for celebrating the holiday that we had this weekend. So it was a good 3-day weekend. It was nice. It was nice getting some time off from work and not having to plug into my computer for the day and actually taking some time off and got some things done around the house and had some family over and all that stuff. But this weekend, my family, I've always been, obviously very open with them with my addiction and, talking with them about what's been going on and, obviously because they've been there for all of it. They've been there when I was in my lows and in my highs, and I can remember like multiple times getting drunk and calling my brother and him like talking to me on the phone when I'm drunk and just all kinds of stuff, and so they've been there through a lot. So I've always, like I said, I've always been open with them. And this weekend they did come over and we had a barbecue and swam in the pool and all of that good stuff. But they had brought up a time where I'd made a complete fool of myself. Something happened that I just made a complete ass of myself, and they were talking about it, and they're like, "Yeah, and you did this and blah blah blah," and I'm like, I don't remember any of it. I was always a blackout drinker, like 99% of the time I would black out and not remember a lot of the things. And like they were going through and telling me about like what I did and, how they reacted. And it just sucks, And like I was sitting here and they're like talking about it and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry that happened. Like, I'm really, truly sorry that happened and you had to experience that and, that you had to go through that. And they were like, it's, now you know better. That was a good lesson to learn, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I hate hearing about it. Like, I hate hearing about this other person, this other side that comes out and, does these horrible things. And then I have to wake up the next day and deal with them. And, it really truly is like a completely like a split personality, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And like hearing about it, hearing them talk about it, just makes me hate that person even more. Because I'm like, God, I would never do that sober. I would never say that thing sober, or I would never act this way sober. And and I, like I said, I apologize to them, and I'm sure that they've probably heard it before, and it's one of those like empty I'm sorry's, but to them they were like, well, you just learn from your lesson and you gotta stay sober and you gotta just remember like this is how bad it used to be. And believe me, I know, like I know how bad it used to be. I just, like I said, I just hate that person. I hate hearing about that stuff. I hate you know hearing about things that I don't even know that happened, and they brought it up to me and they told me about it, and I'm like, oh god, that's something else I gotta add to the list of things that I need to apologize for, and it just, ugh, you know, I really have to just be thankful that, like I said, that I, get to hear these things and they still love me, that they still want to hang out with me and still want to come over to my house and barbecue and play with my kids. And I know family is more forgiving than others, it's family. That's why they do that. But I just feel really bad that they had themselves had to experience that they had to watch their sister or daughter acting this way and doing these things. And I'm sure that they probably wanted to just reach through the phone and slap me and hit me upside the head and give me that, what was it? The acceptance whack, whoopsh, I'm sure that they wanted to do that, and I'm sure that they probably felt powerless, and they probably felt awful that they couldn't help me. At the time they were living 12 states away, so all they could do was just on the phone. And I'm sorry that they had to like go through that. Like I feel bad that they actually had to like live that and had to deal with that. And I guess that's, you know, part of the amends that I have to make, and put that on the list of some more things that I have to apologize for. And, you know, but yeah, it just, you know, it sucks. Like I said, the other person was just like a shell of me, you know, with just like a crazy personality, with a don't give a crap about the world, and I'm right and you're wrong. And, you know, I don't like that person. That person's not a very good person, and I don't ever want to see or hear of that person again. You know, it's just, yeah, it's not fun listening to it. And I wish I had that thing from Men in Black, the memory eraser, where I can just walk up and like take their picture, you know, hit the flash and let them erase that memory, you know, make my life a lot easier. But I know it's all part of the healing process. It's all about cleaning up my side of the street and apologizing and making the amends that I need to do, you know. It's all about the healing process, but it would just be better if those memories didn't exist. So, anyways, like I said, I hope everybody else had a good weekend. We've been busy this week. We've, in my state, we do get a lot of sunshine, you know. We do get a lot of sun. And so we actually were thinking about going solar. I know. Kind of a very expensive idea. A very expensive, you know, way to go. But, you know, it may be something, you know, that we look into, and we've been researching it, and we had some people come over to the house and give us quotes and things like that. So our time's just been tied up, and we've been, you know, going nuts trying to figure out the best way to go, the most financial way to go, or the easiest on our wallet way to go, and if it's worth it and all that stuff. So we've just been busy, and our minds have been distracted. My mind's really been distracted, but it's good because I like these things, because my addictive brain, when I see something that I enjoy, I just dive into it and I just go crazy, and I just, you know, I have to learn everything about it, and I just go crazy like researching it and stuff. And so my brain just, you know, kicks in, and I have to know everything about it, because that's what I do. I'm an addict. I have to binge on everything. And so that's what I've been binging on. It's been distracting me. So but yeah, like I said, I hope everybody else is doing good. I hope everybody else is in a good place in their recovery. You know, I know that this COVID and being stuck inside has been really hard on a lot of people's life and mental state. And you know, I know like depression is, you know, a lot of people are deal with that on a daily basis, but, you know, being cooped up inside right now makes it even worse, and I can totally relate to that. So I hope everybody's having healthy ways that they can, you know, fuel their addictive mind, whether it's, you know, solar power research, or, you know, it's movies or video games or books, or, you know, activities, or, you know, something to keep us distracted and keep us engaged, so that way we're not stuck in our houses all day without something to stimulate our minds. So other than that, I, you know, wish everybody has a great day, and I will talk to you in the next one.